you my phone number. When you're worried, call me. I make you happy. Don't worry. Be happy.
All right, Cynthia, welcome aboard. Aloha. All right, everyone. My name's Niels again. Like I said before, I will be driving this machine today. And if you try talking, just make sure that your mouthpiece is close enough to your lips so that everyone can hear. Also, there's no secrets. Everyone hears everything that you say. Okay.
All right.
So they went over your safety briefing inside. I just want to point out the emergency exits, right? How to operate the doors. It's the handle in the back there. It's the handle up. Yep. And then, Kim, if I ask you to jettison the door, you have the handle that's up. That's the normal way. Okay. But if I ask you to jettison the door, then I'll have you, there's that tab down at the bottom, that red handle. Yep. And you don't need to practice this, but I would just have you break that plastic piece off. Red handle or orange handle goes straight up, and then the door will fall off its hinges and into the water. Okay?
Oh, wonderful.
So that's if I ask you to jettison it. And again, I said water because a water landing would be a plan B of our tour today. Okay? That's the sea turtle excursion. It is an emergency procedure, so I know it sounds fun, but it's not something that we're trying to do. I do have floats on the skids. I can set the aircraft down nice and gently. And then once we get the doors open, then we'll take off our headsets, take off our seat belts. Life jackets go on over our heads, but we're not going to inflate them until we step outside the aircraft. Okay, at that point we can inflate them. And we'll look around for sea turtles and spinner dolphins until someone comes and picks us up. And besides that, I have the Aloha bags. Okay, if you need to say Aloha to your breakfast, make sure you say it to the bag. They are located inside the seat backs in front of you. And your door over there, Kim. And Kara, this is a working model right here. Okay. First come, first serve between you and me.
All right.
All right. Okay. Any questions about safety briefing before we get started? All right. Just go ahead and sit back, enjoy the takeoff, and I'll get us up in the air.
Put a smile on your face. Don't bring everybody.
Go. So right now we actually have pretty good visibility to see 4 of the 5 volcanoes that make up the Big Island. Just to your left is Kohala. We're going to finish our tour there at Kohala. That's the oldest volcano. Then we have Mauna Kea up here in front of us. And once we get around these clouds, we'll kind of see the peak a little bit. Then the next oldest is over here, Hualalai. And Hualalai is still considered an active volcano, although the first 2 are not. And then, but it hasn't erupted since 1901. That was its last eruption. So, but still considered active. So maybe for not too much longer. And then we have Mauna Loa, which is just up here, also considered an active volcano. And then the newest volcano is Kilauea, which is over the ridge line, which that's where we're heading to now. And Kilauea is the most active volcano in Hawaii.
It's early morn, the taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn.
When was the last time it erupted?
Kilauea?
Yeah.
Last year. So it actually, I mean, to be actually correct, so it started its last eruption in 1983, but it's been erupting since then until last year. So 2018 is when it ended its eruption. So a pretty long eruption.
Knowing I'll be back again. Oh,
Now there are the 5 volcanoes, but you'll see these little smaller, they look like volcanoes, all over the island, everywhere. Anytime you see a hill, it's called a pu'u. And a pu'u is simply an eruption site for the volcanoes that they're attached to. So it's just where the lava decided to leak out of the ground.
Nice little airstrip there.
As the Bradshaw Army Airfield.
Listening to his song. Every day she heard his tune. Her lava grew and grew because she believed his song was meant for her.
Oh, this is from the
The
lava shore.
volcano. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
Was so ready to
The what?
So you can see the difference between
Volcano
Mauna
shore.
Loa and Mauna Kea. Mauna Kea being a non-active or dormant volcano. And then you have Mauna Loa, which is all discolored from all the lava flows that it has. In fact, Mauna Loa gets a new face every 10,000 years. It has a whole new surface.
Wow.
here with me, and I'm here with you. I wish that the earth, sea, and the sky up above will send me someone to love. Rising from the sea below stood a lovely volcano, looking all around, but she could not see him. He tried to sing to let her know that she was not there alone, but with no lava his song was all gone. He filled the sea with his tears and watched his dreams disappear as she remembered what his song meant to her.
I have a dream I hope will come true, that you're here with me and I'm here with you. I wish that the earth
ended tomorrow. I could somehow adjust to the
Wow.
times and riches and son of a
Wow.
I've seen more than I can recall. These changes in latitudes, changes in attitudes, nothing remains quite the same. Through all of the islands and all of the highlands, if we couldn't laugh, we would all go insane.
Ooh, that is deep, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2,000 feet deep.
I think
Getting Grand Canyon flashbacks.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
so many nights I just dream of the ocean. God, I wish I was sailing.
Since we're in the air, it's hard to imagine just how deep that is.
Right.
It
know?
is way down there. Yeah.
Realize the downfall of that time has made you wise. Long ago, once so long.
So you'll see quite a few of the scientific observatories of their equipment out here. And there's probably about 100 of them throughout the Kilauea volcano. All over the place. You'll just see random little bits of
There's some
equipment.
steam coming out there.
Yeah, I still get a lot of heat from, you know, that lava tube is still under here, under the ground. The one that Alima'u sent its lava through to Leilani, and we're just kind of following along the side of it right now.
They say was so long ago.
Look at the colors there, Cam.
I knew then what I know now. Since my mind, yeah, since my mind.
More of that equipment I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Steam rolling down that side is pretty cool.
Whoa.
Wow, you can really see down there now again. God.
You definitely get props for being a great pilot.
Oh, great, thank you.
Well, I'd
Appreciate
hope
that.
he'd be.
Huh?
Well,
Right?
I'd hope he'd be.
Yeah, but you know, doesn't have to be.
Have you, so like I said, on April 29th, it drained from Halima'ama'u and Pu'u'o'o. I went through that lava tube, and then it took about 4
That look good?
days. May 3rd, it popped out here over Leilani Estates. It was running, I mean, it literally just opened up in the streets. And, but people kind of had a little bit of a warning. The scientists said, hey, it's going to erupt, and it's going to erupt in Leilani Estates, get out. And so they started the evacuation, and but people were still there when the lava started, but it wasn't very dramatic. It was just kind of leaking out. And then, I mean, they had various, they had 24 fissures open up, and it did get quite dramatic after a minute. And nobody was killed. A couple people were injured, but nobody was killed. About 700 structures were destroyed.
Don't you worry, baby. No sense trying to change it. I'm ready to let go.
There we can see the lava flow really well here. You see off to the left, there's a little pu'u with 2 orange dots on it, 2 orange smudges of sand, it looks like.
Yeah.
That's fissure number 8, and that's the one that caused all the mayhem. It was shooting up 700 feet into the air, and we have the lava flows that go down from there, and they go down to the ocean here. So it took 4 or 5 different routes to get down there and destroyed everything in its way as it went down.
I watch your colors and the lights as they fade. In the comfort of shade, there's no burn in my heart.
Wow, look at that.
You stay in front and all around in my face. Tricky games that you play, wishing we were apart. Yeah. Hey, don't need no money and no time. I need something that'll get you out my eyes.
You'll see it go right up to people's porches.
In the comfort of shade, but there's no burning.
See quite a bit of roads that just end. Some houses are still there, some are just a roof. Some of them have lava bombs that went through the roof, but the house is still there, so there's a giant hole in the roof. These green buildings up here ahead, this is the geothermal power plant, and the lava went on both sides of the geothermal power plant. Barely missed it.
That would have been.
Yep, the plant was fine, but yeah, there's so much on both sides to look at. So this is Hilo. We're about to fly over the Hilo International Airport. Off to your left is the town of Hilo. You have University of Hawaii Hilo is the red buildings in kind of the center of town there. If you ever make it out here, I recommend stopping at the Big Island Candies. It's a pretty good place to get some chocolate and shortbread and macadamia nuts and milk. make it right there in front of you through the glass windows, and you can buy the packaged stuff outside the glass windows. And they give you free samples of anything you want, including coffee.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a great
Coffee
place.
and chocolate.
Yeah, it's a great place.
But the engine doesn't turn. What smells of cheap wine?
The only thing that's tempted me so far is the chocolate coffee. I've seen Big Kahuna chocolate coffee.
Yep, that's good too.
Yeah.
I feel just like somebody else. Man, I ain't changed, but I know I ain't the same. But somewhere here in between the city walls of dying dreams, I think of death, it must be killing me.
Is this the airport we landed in, Jim?
No.
Landed in Kona.
This is the far east side of the island.
Yep.
No, we landed in Kona, which is southwest.
As fast, and then you could go around. If you're like in southern Kona, or even in Kona, it might even, southern Kona, it might be faster to go around South Point and up that way. That's another nice drive as well. But I don't really like the direct line. I don't think it's as pretty, but it is worth doing at least once so that you can see what's up there.
Cut my heel, had to cruise on back home.
Waterfall.
But there's booze in the
See a waterfall straight down below you, Kim?
I saw him.
Is that where you're going to be?
that
I don't think so.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of waterfalls as we go.
wasting away again in Margaritaville. Searching for my lost sugar and salt.
Easily.
All I can think of is Mighty Python.
Or what?
Mighty Python and the Holy Grail.
How's that relevant?
It was a movie that
I
had
mean,
to do with
I know the
kings.
movie. I don't know what you're talking about though.
I don't know. You said the thing of the kings, and I just
Oh, Valley of the Kings.
yeah.
Okay. You know, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie, so I don't remember the reference.
They can quote it for you.
I don't know exactly what she's talking about. I guess it reminds her of the scene with the bunny.
Okay.
I don't know what else it
No.
would, or maybe the.
Once in a life.
Yeah, I don't know what scene you're thinking of.
That's a valley right there, man.
So coming up here to Waipio, interesting story about Hawaii and the kings. When they died, they would bury their bodies and build a fire over it to cook the body. That way they could pull the bones from its corpse, and then they would take the bones and hide them up in the cliffs, in the lava tubes. And it was a very sacred thing that they wanted to keep secret as to where the bones were hidden. And so in order to protect the secrecy of where they were hidden, there would be a member of the king's army who would volunteer, and he would take the bones, take them up in tubes, hide them, and then kill himself in order to protect the secret. Another way it happened was the kahuna, or the priest, would take a slave and would dangle him off the cliff with a rope, have him put the bones in a secret place, and then he'd cut the rope. And then the slave's family would be elevated in society out of slavery.
Oh.
Alright, we're gonna come take a look in Waimanu.
those waterfalls.
Alright, welcome to the Waimanu Valley. As you can see, this one is uninhabited, but it does have some gorgeous waterfalls. This first one here is Wa'ili Kahi, 1,100 feet tall. And we'll get a look on the left side when we come out. So Aiden and Cynthia, don't worry, we will take a look on the left side. So one of my favorite waterfalls is called Lahumeni. It's 1,800 feet tall. It translates to hidden falls, because it'll kind of sneak up on you if you're not looking for it. And that one we will see up here on our right in just a few seconds. There it is, Hidden Falls. In here, this is an ancient cinder cone. This waterfall on the right is called Wahelau. It's 2,600 feet tall. The other waterfalls we see are just bonus waterfalls from the rain runoff. They're not usually here. Alright, Cynthia and Aiden, our turn on the left side to enjoy the views. Alright, and this one is Wahelau, 2,600 tall, ancient cinder cone of Kohala. Then we have Lahumeni, 1,800 feet tall. Hidden Falls, and probably my favorite one, if I'm allowed to have a favorite.
$2,600 feet. Woo! That's a long ways down.
Yeah. This one is Wa'ili Kahi.
Trees of Greenland, red roses too. I watched them bloom.
I've hiked into this waterfall here.
You and
How was it?
It was gorgeous. It's a whole different perspective from there looking up. And you can only see the bottom part of the falls. You can't see these other two up here from down there. I went in here with my brother and his wife, and they were like, let's go swimming in the pool. I said, okay, watch out for falling rocks. And right as I said that, giant rock came and fell into the pool, and we're like, maybe not.
All right, thanks for that advice.
Yeah, we still went in around the edge there, but we didn't go underneath the waterfall like we wanted to do.
the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by.
Wow, this part of the tour is like a preview of flying over Maui.
Okay. You're gonna go fly over Maui?
No, we're not this trip. We're just doing the Big Island and Oahu this trip.
Okay. Have you already done Oahu?
No, we're going
Okay.
Thursday night.
Nice.
Babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more.
Yeah, we don't normally come up here.
This is beautiful.
Usually the weather, the clouds don't allow me to come up. I mean, most of the time we don't come up here, so
Right.
this is pretty cool. That
Oh, we
can
got
do
a
this.
treat.
Yeah.
See the
I
clouds
think
at
what
the
you
top.
meant to say is you love us more than everyone else.
That's exactly what I'm
Decided to
saying.
give us a special treat.
Everybody gotta save themselves. Make the kuleana pono for help the other. And when you make your kuleana, you know, pono, then it's like kind of automatic kind of. You don't need to talk the stuff going happen. And you just gotta let them, and the stuff just waiting for when you ready. And what happened?
Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at this.
The colors of the
We're going back into Kawai Nui.
in the
It's
sky.
my favorite valley, I would say, because I probably don't get to see it very often. So
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
it changes it up for me a little bit. I mean, I love the tour no matter what, but this is a cool part for me.
They really say
Glad we can make it cool for you.
Oh, look at that waterfall.
Wow.
Right. Look.
babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.
Where will you all turn around? I'll get a good look at the left there as we turn. All the way up to the end there.
All those, waterfalls, like,
What was that?
You called it something. There's a name for the. Like,
This is Kawai Nui.
okay.
Yeah.
But wasn't it like you came up to a cone of waterfalls?
In Waikiki? Where did you say?
No, it was in the first little thing. It's all right.
Oh.
It's okay.
Oh, that part. That was Wahilau. At the cinder cone.
Cinder cone.
Yeah.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, it's a volcanic cinder cone. Yeah. So it used to be, that's where the lava came out. 1 million years ago. Maybe about 900,000 years ago.
Jurassic Park music.
Yeah.
Kara knows what I'm thinking.
There's a helicopter coming in.
Yeah, I just chatted with him. He's going to stay over on that
Yeah.
side. I'll come to this side.
Starboard passing.
Yep. And then I camped down here. Those are actually bathrooms. Who would have thought? Way out here, they had bathrooms.
Sweet.
compost bathrooms. Yeah.
So if I really need to go, you'll land there for me?
Huh.
Nope.
I don't know. Maybe you convert the Aloha bag into something else.
Oh, God.
So this is Kauai High Harbor, just offshore from here. There was a floating movie set where they filmed Waterworld, Kevin Costner movie.
I know you never get just what you see, but I will never fall you, baby.
And when we had that fight out in the rain, you ran after me and called my name.
I never wanna see you walk away, 'cause one of these things is not like the others. Living in winter,
So that ruin, sorry, I
No,
didn't mean
that's
to
okay.
startle you.
Scared me.
Right there's ruins. Oh, can you fly over that?
We can take a look at it. This is from King Kamehameha. He built that. He was told by his kahuna, his priest, that if he built that, he would be successful in his campaign to unify the islands.
Yeah.
And so he built it. He lined up his men for 22 miles over to one of the valleys that we just flew through, and for 22 miles over to those valleys to get the rocks to build this temple, this heiau. It's called Pu'ukohola Heiau.
I promise that you'll never find another like me.
girl, there ain't no I.
But you know there is a me.
You can't spell awesome with.
That's where we talked to the ranger who said, yeah, no problem. 2-wheel drive in the summertime, no sweat.
Yeah, and we came up here and they won't let you go in it.
You can see the ladder thing,
Yeah.
and right next to that is a sign that says trail closed.
Oh, interesting.
I could make out the sign, but couldn't read it. That floating set, movie set, reminds me of another.
Gonna love you like me.
We had some friends visiting her on Oahu, where she lived, and they, as they were leaving, she wrote this song to say goodbye to them. So it's a farewell song, because aloha, you know, in Hawaiian means both hello and goodbye. So I play it for you to say aloha until we meet again.
Until we meet again.
All right. Well, thank you very much for flying with me today.
Awesome.
And you can go ahead and undo your seatbelts now. You can twist those off and just twist the whole thing. The whole thing. Just grab the whole thing and yep, very good. Yep. And they're gonna come open the doors, pull you out the same door you came in on, and then just put your head.